Well, hi there and welcome to Bella's Vistas. Miss Kitty and I wanted to show you some of our photographs. There's a link in the description if you'd like to buy some of our work. Today's video is about camera profiling. We're going to generate a profile for the OM1 and go from there. We're going to show you some of our other work as well. Well, today we're going to use the x-rite color checker. We're going to generate a camera profile that's specific to our Olympus OM1. I'm going to show you how that works, then we're going to process some of our pictures and do some other things in Lightroom, see how that works out.
Well, now this is going to be a little bit of a deviation from the kind of videos I usually do. Got my Olympus OM1 here with the 40 to 150 lens. Got a flash slave here. I'm going to use this passport checker from x-rite to generate a profile for the sensor in the OM1, and we'll see if that changes the way Lightroom opens the raw files. This is the passport color checker. I'm going to put that on the wall and photograph the color patches. We'll see how that works when we generate a profile specifically for this camera. I'm going to put this passport color checker right here on the wall. Just tighten it in like that. I'm going to photograph these patches. We're going to generate the profile and see how that works. Well, now I've got my camera focused in on the color checker chart. You can see it on the back of the camera. Oh, there goes my flash. Sometimes the radio slave picks something up. So here we go. Okay, we'll just check what our exposure was. Looks pretty good there to me. It looks like we're got a good exposure. We're shooting at ISO 200, f8 at 1/60th of a second. And it looks like we're right in the money with our histograms here. So we're going to use this file to generate a profile for the camera. We'll see how that works. So the first thing we're going to do is go to x-rite passport download for Lightroom. Then we're going to find color checker. There's lots of videos how to do this. We're in our downloads folder. Run this program. Yes. English is good, yeah. Accept that. Next. Install. We've already installed this program, so we've imported the color checker as a DNG. We're going to export the DNG as a color checker camera profile, and we're going to save the name of it as OM1. So now we're going to open one of our files. Now that we've loaded the OM1 profile, we're going to find a suitable file to open. We're starting with the original raw file. Now the first thing we're going to do is go to our OM1 profile that we made with the color checker. Looks good. Here we go. And we have sharpening is 50, radius is 1, detail is 25, masking is 0. We're not going to denoise this. Now our luminance is 20, detail is 50, contrast is 0, 25 color, 50 detail, and 50 smoothness. Now these denoising settings, they've worked the best for us in sharpening, so you can see what works for you, but these work for us. Now we're going to open that file. I'm going to add a little bit of saturation to this now. Wow. That shows a lot of saturation now. That looks pretty good, so I think we should open that in Photoshop. Add it in Photoshop. We're using Photoshop Beta version, and our file is just opening now. And that's what it looks like. I'm fairly happy with that. We can make some final edits to that and it'll be ready to print. Now that we've got this file, we're going to do some adjustments. We're going to go into the levels. I'm going to bring up the bottom a little bit and bring the top down a little bit. That's just looking better and better to me. I think that's great. See what the much nicer. There you go. Now we've got some presets to put the signature on the photograph here. Just pull the signature down into place. Then we have a conversion setting too that'll make this ready to go on Facebook. And look at there, that's ready for Facebook now. We're starting with the original RAW file. Now the first thing we're going to do is go to our OM1 profile that we made with the color checker. Looks good. Now we're going to put our presets on here, which brings us in our sharpening. Mary's going to adjust the color temperature a little bit just to suit here. Now we make a virtual copy here. Okay, and there's our virtual copy. Mary's going to put a linear gradient on the bottom to lighten the photograph up a little bit here on the bottom. Brightening up the bottom of it a little wee bit just to bring in some detail there. This was shot with 7 to 14 millimeter at 14 millimeters at 5.6, and it's holding the sharpness through the whole image. Now we make another new mask here. Radial mask to brighten up this area here a little bit. Put a little more brightness in there. Another mask. Gonna just brighten these bulrushes up a hair, just a tiny bit, just with a radial brush. Another mask, wow. A little more exposure there, and another mask now, wow. Pretty well every one of the bulrushes has received a radial mask and brightened up a little bit exposure wise. We're going to add just the tiniest bit of a vignette now, just a wee little bit. Just to darken the corners in just the tiniest bit. That looks pretty good to me. Is that what I saw? Pretty much. That's what I had in my mind's eye when I took this picture. Well, this is the image as Mary's finished editing it. She's put a linear gradient on the bottom corner to brighten it up a little wee bit. A vignette around the corners. A couple radial adjustments in there to brighten it up in places just to make it a little more interesting. And that's about it. We're ready to go, I think. We're going to open this image in Photoshop now. See how that looks. We're using the beta version, the newest version of Photoshop right now. It's working really well for us. This computer's getting slow. We're definitely going to need some more speed pretty soon. There's our image. This is our adjusted RAW image. Here we've got the radial light on, so it's brightened up the bulrushes and things. A little bit of brightness in the corners and so forth. And here's an HDR image of the same shot. So please leave a note which one you like the best.
There's a link in the description below where you can look at our photographs and buy them from our gallery site. If you look through our other YouTube videos, you'll watch us make the prints, frame them, laminate them, everything like that. So please check out our other videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe.